Welcome back. We are covering another video today on Drip Network, passive income, and more importantly, compounding passive income. And before we get started, just wanted to give you a quick heads up in terms of what this channel really ultimately is all about. I'm sharing my journey personally while also driving some donation money through Drip Network, and I'll get into that in a second, for local charities in Southwest Detroit, Southeast Michigan, and Windsor, Ontario. So again, when we get to that $1,000 a day mark, which we will, that's the beauty of Drip Network, right? We'll be giving money away. I'm still flip-flopping back and forth whether I'm going to give $1,000 a week away or $4,000 a month. And I think I don't know, I'm switching it back to, I think, or leaning more towards $4,000 a month once we get to $1,000 a day. But until then, it's going to be Southwest Housing Solutions. Really like them. I'll be donating to the Detroit Institute of Arts if they have a partnership program that benefits youth in the city of Detroit for fine art development. WDET, which is an NPR station. There's a whole bunch of different nonprofit organizations that exist that I just want to kind of help fund. And so that's the purpose of this, but you also get to watch the Drip Network grow, which we'll jump over here and show you, in terms of how you can do this personally, or if you have a nonprofit and you want to, fund it this way as well. It's showing you how you can do it. And when I first started out, I put in about $1,000, which gave me 10, right? And it was a couple months ago, maybe now. And you can look at this whole, progress in the videos that I've posted and watch from the start to the end, right? So right now we're at 17.926 drip, about to pump over to 18 here. So, and just as an FYI, I only donate at the end of each month. And so the first 2 months that I've donated, it's been like $3 and $5, right? Less than 6, 5. I don't know, 96 or something like that, or 60 something. And so I've just gone ahead and donated two $20 donations initially here, and it made more sense to compound it. So we're going to compound. It's not time to, claim right now and donate. And again, I can tell you right now, before the end of this month, I'm still going to be giving another $20 because we won't be up to that point yet. However, the price of drip has gone up to $40 again, and I know a lot of folks were waiting for it to pop down to the 20s. And I'll tell you a big mistake that I should have just pulled the trigger on. I could have had double my XRP bag had I pulled the trigger at 25 cents instead of waiting for it to dump or drop down to 20. So I regret that big time, and I should just pull the trigger, but it is what it is. You learn some hard lessons sometimes. So anyway, let's go ahead and hydrate here. I know I tend to run a little bit long, but I want to make sure I, share with you guys. But before I get going, and you'll see this while I'm, after this rolls over into the deposits, I want to share something with you to start here. Why are you here? Why are you on this journey? Some of you have already, jumped in, feet first, and are, really going all in, and you've done your due diligence, and this is something that you want to invest in. Others of you are kicking tires and investigating what this whole thing is about, and I'm glad you're here, but there's a reason you're here, right? Just kind of like I know I do a lot of Matrix references here in my videos, but it's one of my favorite movie trilogies and series. But I personally am here because I really want, I'm unplugging from the current, rat race matrix that's out there, right? And there's something better, there's something more than what's there, right? And I'm very good at my job in terms of project and program management. I just don't want to do it anymore, man. It is unrewarding, unfulfilling, and it robs you of your time and your soul. And I think there's a lot of you who are out there, and maybe you're like me in terms of, I've started businesses, I've tried YouTube channels, and this just feels like the right time, everything that I've been looking for, and it's perfect for me, and maybe you're there too. Maybe this is why you're here. The other thing that I want to show you also, and just kind of remind you, is what you actually hold. If you actually have already gone in and invested into drip, and you're here, I just want to show you some things, right? Let's just go with Cardano, right? ADA, right? And this website is called marketcapof.com. It's a great tool, right? So if drip had the market cap of Cardano, ADA, right, and not price wise, right, because obviously we're higher, there's a circulating supply of drip of only 1 million, right? Bitcoin has 21 million circulating supply, right? And that's not market cap value, but it's circulating supply. So understand that, right? But if you go with that right now, with the ADA's market cap, the price of drip would be $34,000, right? And again, you think about that, and currently Bitcoin is at 40-some thousand dollars. I don't think it's unreasonable or crazy. I'm not predicting this. By the way, I am not your mailman, not your friend. I'm not your uncle. I'm not your daddy. I'm not your mom. I'm not your grandfather. I'm not, again, your dog walker. I'm not your manicurist. I'm certainly not your financial advisor. So this is not financial advice. I'm sharing with you my journey for you to document. I am a data point. I'm not your friend. I'm some guy on the internet, right? And I'm not giving financial advice. I'm just a data point. You've got to evaluate if what I'm telling you is true, or maybe I have this elaborate scheme to try and scam you out of money and get you to, invest in something. And I'm faking all of this, right? Because it's so much easier to do that than to actually invest in it and click the compound and hydrate buttons. Not the case. So let's do this. Let's go over to XRP real quick, because you need to know what you hold in drips. I know that there's the same thing with XRP, right? Get about close to that same market cap there. Now let's start going with the big boys. Okay, if we had the Ethereum market cap, we'd have $389,137 per drip. Per drip. And it's based on circulating supply and market cap, right? I'm not saying that this is going to happen, but I'm not telling you that it can't happen either, right? I think that Ethereum is broken. I'm not convinced that it, and again, I don't care if, the maxis hate me. Bitcoin maxis, even the XRP maxis, I'm not, here's what I'm a maxi of. I am a maxi of compounding passive income, right? And I'm going to share those things on this channel while raising money for Detroit nonprofits. And hopefully it'll help some people. That's what I'm about. And so this may get into other things like real estate, right? I'll share that as I go along here too. But I am not just married to crypto. I'm married to compounding passive income. That's what I'm about. So I have other holdings that they're generating passive income, and we'll get into that later. But right now we're focusing on drip and crypto and DeFi here. So again, this is the ETH, right? So let's take a look at the big boy, right? Bitcoin. 819,000. Am I saying it's going to go there? No. Am I saying it could go there? Maybe. I don't know. So anyway, that's that. I'm going to get off my soapbox. Know what you own. I get you. If you're here, you're probably like me and you've been looking for something to extract yourself from the burden of the commute and the grind of an ungrateful corporate America that is not rewarding at all and is actually punishes you for doing a great job, right? So anyway, enough of that. I'm going to get off that. If that resonates with you, feel free to, join this channel. And again, I'm not even doing this for subscribers, right? I'm here to kind of just share my journey for whoever it may benefit. So, and by the way, also, just as another heads up, I'm not one of those guys that are promising you everything if you sign up. I'm going to put links up here if you're just looking for a quick way to kind of get a referral link and code so you can join these things. Great. You can see I have 3 team members here, right? One of them is Healing the D, the wallet I just compounded. The other 2 are my son, my 15-year-old son, and my brother Nitro. Shout out to Nitro, hashtag shout out to Nitro. And by the way, my son, who's invested in drip, in the drip garden, he had his first outdoor track meet as a freshman. I'm a former long jumper, and so is he. And he, as a freshman, outdid my best long jump even as a senior in high school. So we got 20 feet 1 inch. It was 44 degrees out. It was sleeting. It was nasty out. It was freezing. And anybody who runs track knows that that's just brutal. If you run track in the Midwest, you are tougher than nails. I mean, hats off to you. Love you guys for that experience. But you also get the joy of when the spring meets come and the weather turns and everybody's excited. So, but anyway, I think that his first meet as a freshman, hitting 20 feet 1 inch, not a bad accomplishment. He's still got a lot of technique and form to work on and improve on, which we'll keep working on. And it's a slow process to get him to his senior year, but I'm very excited for him. And I think he has a shot at breaking the school record this year, potentially when it starts warming up. Anyway, these are my 3 referrals. I'm sorry for droning on, but these are my 3 referrals. At the last day of each month, I will claim on my main account here, which I'm almost up to 200, which I'll cover in a second, right? So I basically give 1 drip to healing the D, and then I just split it out for whoever's following me. So there's a lot of other channels out there, and wallets that are doing just a lot of team building and things like that. That's not what I'm out to do. And so if you don't want to do the team building or feel the pressure to do the team building or anything like that and just need a referral code, feel free to click on the ones in my description for the projects I'm invested in. If not, no big deal. You'll find other ones. If you're looking to kind of get a lot of airdrops free, there's a lot of better people. By the way, I did start a playlist on the channel of other YouTubers that I like, and then just a generic one who, for folks who maybe put out a video or two that I feel like is worthy of, listing on here. So if you're looking for kind of a centralized repository of other people to follow and other content regarding this, feel free to check out those playlists. Anyway, let's go ahead and hydrate here. We're going to hit 200 here, I think by Monday. For my main wallet here, which is, I think, a very good accomplishment. That's one of my goals, right? Obviously those 100 milestones are big. So about to hit 200, which means that I'm generating almost 2 drip a day. As you can see here, it's been almost 12 hours since I last hydrated. So that's that. Again, and as the price goes up, right, if it gets to what we just talked about at the beginning, that can be significant. And I think I'm a little bit over 2 drip a day that I'm generating in the drip garden, right? So I'm going to go ahead and actually hydrate my reservoir. I put in about a drip and a B&B and a half here just to support the floor of the project. And again, if you're being a good citizen and want this project to extend out and be a long-term thing, you'll go ahead and do that and help that baseline there. Plus you're earning yield, plus you can withdraw it. It's not a lot, but it's something, and I think that you'll it'll benefit you long-term anyway. So that's that's the reservoir. Go back up here, and again, just to show you the price of drip, I think it dropped back down to 37.97, so still not bad from where it was. But again, one of the things that I think that knowing what you own is just incredible. But so 2 drip a day here almost, and let's look at the stats here. I want to see, because I want to compound live for you guys. Okay, so I got about a minute before I get to hydrate again. And if you're not using this tool, drip.formulate.finance or dripscan.netfly, there's a couple of other tools that I use I really like. I like DripFi, and I also like Dune.xyz. I really like this one. It shows you a lot of data in terms of where you sit in the drip garden. But we'll go back here, right? Still got about 42 seconds before we have to hydrate here. So you see here, I'm at 8,997 plants. Here's the stats I want you to keep up with, right? This has been going up since the price of drip has gone up, but the LP is what you really, really want to focus on. The plants are good in terms of stretch goals. We're going to hit 300 plants a day here, as you can see. But this daily LP, it takes about 4 full LP to get you 1 drip, right? So I'm generating in the drip garden right now about 2 drip a day, right? So let's go up here. We're going to watch this live, and then I'll come back to these stats. And again, I'm under 5 minutes in terms of how many plants I'm generating, how long it takes me to generate a plant. So let's go refresh here. See where we are. 149. There we go. Just confirm. Yep. 149. So I'm going to go ahead and hydrate. You guys get to watch live, so you don't think that I'm kind of scamming you or something in terms of coming up with this elaborate program to fake the the compounding. It's real money that I put in here. This is a real deal. All right, there we go. 9,000 plants. You saw it live. Let's do this too, because I really always find it helpful to go and this is another good tool, the calculatorsite.com. We'll go ahead and plug in the numbers to kind of forecast when we're going to, and I know we're earning about 3.3%. I do the more conservative one just with what's displaying there. I'm going to go ahead. I always click the null value here, so it's not showing dollars. It's actually showing 91.46 and 557, 91.46. 91.46, and then I do this that interest rate that's showing on the garden, 3.0557. Push it out for 5 years, and this will show you when you can expect to hit your target goals, right? I'll be making another video on probably Monday, maybe Sunday, but I don't think so, because I'm about to hit 10,000, right? And so as you can see, I think the 10th is actually Sunday, right? So Yeah, actually Monday, it's going to be Monday. Right now it's targeted for Monday. It may hit there a little bit sooner. So, but by the way, I don't typically try and wait. I did today, but because I was sleeping, and I don't wait to hydrate just because I'm losing money when I do that. But you can see we're hitting here at 10. And when we get to that 20,000 mark, I'm only going to do it make a video every 10,000. So again, just so you guys can see, this thing is phenomenal, man. I'm telling you, you watch how quickly this stuff starts to compound, and it is getting fun. Even drip right now is starting to get fun, seeing that I'm making almost 2 a day here. So that's that one. And then we'll also do the Piston token, because again, I'm a little bit still cautious on this one. This dev team has had some pitfalls and some stumbles out of the gates here with the My Diamond Team 1 debacle, the just launching on time, and so I'm a little bit hesitant to pour a lot of money in. I have about $800 in this whole thing. You see, I have 199 Piston tokens left after I put in 100, right? So I'm generating 1 Piston token here. The price on a Piston token is $12 right now, $12.50. So but here's something you need to point out. If you've invested, and I think it's good to diversify, right? I told you I'm not a maxi. I'm not a drip maxi. I'm a passive income, actually compounding passive income maxi. But when you hydrate here with drip, I'm sorry, with a Piston token, if you're not adding new drip in here, you you max out at that 5 times meter, which is what we're going on here. So instead of, I've seen a lot of big wallets actually just push everything in, right? And I'm not doing that. So every other day, I'm basically going to deposit 1 drip, and we'll see if that moves that 5x meter. So let me just go ahead and do 1. There's a 10% tax up front that they charge you, similar to what they do with drip. And so we'll see. That should also, by the way, if you're going to deposit, that should also take care of your nitroing. And, by the way, this is not my nitro, my brother. This is an actual nitro feature on the Piston token. Shout out to nitro, hashtag shout out to nitro. So this is taking a little bit to actually deposit here. Let's see what's going on. Still pending. There we go. All right. So there you can see 0.9 deposited. And you see here, it did clear out that nitro that I had in there. So I jumped up from what I had in the available fuel, as well as the deposit there. And again, it moved the barrel back up a little bit, but again, it is what it is. I'm not going to keep pouring necessarily fresh capital in here, but that's my strategy. Got it in there, and we'll see how much we're adding. So we'll keep an eye on this one. If I end up making more than my $800 on this, hey, not a bad day at the office. So that's going to do it. I know I'm running a little bit long here, still at that 20-minute mark. Sorry, I'm just trying to, crush everything in here, or push everything in here that I can to help everybody out. That is going to do it, though. Hope you guys have an awesome weekend. Listen, I'm not going to ask you to smash anything on my channel. I'm not here to, grow a YouTube channel. If it grows, great. If it doesn't, I'm fine with that too. If it helps 2 people change their life in terms of, compounding passive income, I'm happy, right? And so, but it does help if you're invested in these projects, when you see other content creators, to hit like on their, whatever social media platform you're checking their stuff out on, because it helps them, the platforms, distribute that content to other people, which helps grow our investment network, right? We want to have Metcalfe's law here, and the network effect on the things we're investing in, if they're good investments, and kind of go from there. So anyway, that's going to do it. Have an awesome weekend, and share your journey with other people, right? If you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, do that. Like I said, this one is growing faster than any of my other ones that I've started. And it's really because I'm passionate about it. It's life-changing. I've not been doing a whole heck of a lot of anything here, and I'm getting subscribers, which I think is the best thing to do if you're starting a YouTube channel, So anyway, have a great weekend. Like I said, we'll probably talk to you on Monday for the $10,000 plant mark, and other hydration updates and thoughts, and we'll talk to you later.